There's a split happening in the 4xe community right now over Recall 68C, which impacts these batteries. Some owners believe that it's going to change the way the Jeep drives, while others are doing it because they believe the alternative is a potential battery fire. And this isn't even the first time the Jeep is working on recall impacting these batteries. This is actually the third recall they've done on them. So stick with me because I'm going to be walking through my experience doing this recall and whether or not I experienced any symptoms afterwards. Now, it's getting kind of hot out here, so let's go ahead inside. All right, Recall 68C. This is not the first time we're talking about this. It covers the Wrangler 4xe from models 2020 through 2025 and also covers the Grand Cherokee 4xe from 2020 through 2026. So we're talking roughly 320,000 Jeeps altogether with this. Now, the issue that we have here is the high voltage battery pack. Some cells were built with separator damage, and in some rare occasions that can actually then short and cause the vehicle to catch fire. Now, here is the part that matters. This is the third recall that Jeep has done on this very similar issue. So the first one was back in 2023, and that was recall B9A. Then there was a second recall that they did for the same issue in 2024, and that was recall 95B. And Stellantis actually later on confirmed that vehicles were still catching fire even after those recalls. So then they issued the latest recall, which is 68C. So why are Jeep owners still hesitant to get this recall done? This is where it gets interesting. By the way, if you're finding this video helpful, please like and subscribe. I'm really trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. All right, so on the one side, you have some Jeep owners that are saying, hey, I'm hearing that when people get the Recall 68C done, the Jeep just drives differently and it is no longer the same Jeep that I purchased. I got the recall done, so what I'm going to be telling you is pretty much my experience driving the vehicle before and then after the Jeep itself. So right after I had 68C done, I noticed a slight difference in performance. And now here is a plausible explanation, and I want to be clear, this is just speculation. This is what I'm thinking could be happening. Stellantis has not confirmed if this is the case or not. However, Jeep and Chrysler vehicles in general use adaptive learning in their control module. So that means that the Jeep is pretty much learning your style of driving as you're driving the Jeep. So whenever you take it in for that recall 68C, they are doing a new software upgrade, and that can be causing that learning, if you would, of those control modules to be reset, if you would, and the Jeep is going to be learning again from your style. So that could be a momentary type of thing, and eventually the Jeeps just start learning back to how you were driving and it'll behave very similarly. The other thing that I have noticed with this recall is a little bit of the Jeep going a little bit more than usual into form, and that is the oil refresh mode that it has. So whenever the car is running on electric for a long time, it'll actually turn the internal combustion engine on just to make sure that all the parts are running and everything gets, it's maintained as it should. So I have noticed that after the recall, form, so to speak, came a little bit more often than before. Now, I will say that we're in summer right now. So I'm in Arizona, we're hitting 115 degrees. So another plausible explanation could be the fact that inside the Jeep, temperatures are reaching, 140 degrees, even up to 190 degrees in certain part of the Jeep. I did a video actually on that. And so it could very well be that the battery is hot inside the Jeep. And so the Jeep wants to use the internal combustion engine, run, kind of cool off the battery, and then eventually start using it again. Again, that could be the recall. It could be just the heat that I'm experiencing right now. Now, I have noticed some other folks in some of the forums saying that after they had recall 68C done, they also did experience a slight decrease in performance in their Jeeps. Sometimes I noticed that with the number of miles that I was getting after a full charge, that again eventually ended up going back up, and now I'm getting 20 to 24 miles per full charge. Right now, let's be real, we're talking about a recall, you're talking about an actual risk of fire. That is not a rumor, that is actually the reason obviously why this recall was issued in the first place. So a few owners have mentioned that they are pretty much refusing to do recall 68C because they have concerns that the Jeep is just not going to be the same. One of the things that we need to consider when we're thinking about whether or not somebody does a recall is what's going to happen in the event that there is an actual fire. I'll keep this simple because I'm not an insurance agent, I'm not an attorney, this is not advice, so this is just speculation if you would. But if I know that there is a recall and I don't do the recall and the vehicle catches on fire and there's damage to the property or even just the car itself, I don't know if the insurance is going to say, sure, I'll cover it, right? Because I was aware that there was a recall out there and I refused to do that recall. So I went ahead and did the recall. I think it's, for me, it was just say peace of mind, if you would, to make sure that I could park my Jeep, I could charge my Jeep, and there was not going to be any other concerns. So as soon as the fix came out for 68C, I scheduled it and I got that done. So again, just keep in mind, if something were to happen, if you're not doing the recall, things can get a little bit complicated. So that's something just to keep in mind. So if you're not sure if you're impacted by 68C, you can go to the NHTSA.gov website, enter your VIN number, and it'll tell you there if there's any recalls on your Jeep 4xe. And that is the best place that you can go. It's gonna tell you not just about 68C, but also if there are any other new recalls impacting your Jeep. As you know, 4xEs, unfortunately, have seen a series of recalls here in the last few months. So usually what's going to happen if you take your Jeep in for 68C, they're going to be doing a test to try to figure out if your Jeep is impacted by a bad cell. And they're going to do that test. If your Jeep passes, you're good to go. They're going to do the software upgrade. You're good. If the Jeep fails, one of the things to keep in mind is that now they need to change the battery on your Jeep, the high voltage battery. That is going to take, from what I'm hearing, some folks have taken, several weeks. So your Jeep is going to be at the dealer getting that replacement done, and that can take several weeks. Now, this is a recall, and Jeep or Stellantis really was telling dealers to make sure that they were trying to inconvenience you as least as possible. So you're very likely to have a loaner or some other kind of accommodation or rental or something like that. So make sure that you're asking about that if for some reason you have to get your battery changed. So here's my take on where I landed with all of this regarding 68C. I love my Jeep, and recalls are just one of the things that we're dealing with right now with those 4xEs. So again, this is the same issue that Jeep has had before. The same issue with the batteries. This is the third time that they're dealing with it. But again, I think it's important that if there is a recall out there, there's a reason for it. And that is because they want to make sure that they're keeping you safe. So could there be changes to the way the vehicle drives? For some people, they're saying that there are. What I experienced myself was a slight change in the way that the Jeep drove for a little while, and then eventually kind of got back to the way that it used to drive before. And every now and then, right now in the summer, I am noticing that it goes into the internal combustion engine, turns on a little bit more, even if the Jeep is fully charged. So those are, for me, not bad things to happen or to experience, especially for the peace of mind, knowing that I'm reducing the risk of the vehicle catching fire. So you have to make up your own mind. That is your own Jeep. That is, you have to take your own decisions, obviously. So think about recall 68C. Make sure you check out our website at trailreadygarage.com. We have some documentation. You can actually also, check out other videos that we have. And again, if you're enjoying these videos, please make sure you like and subscribe. Again, I'm really trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, and you can make all the difference. And so with that, this is Trail Ready Garage signing off. Goodbye.